The Strait of Hormuz is the one of most critical and strategically sensitive maritime passage in the world, located between Iran to the north and Oman and the United Arab Emirates to the south. This narrow waterway serves as the only sea passage connecting the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman and ultimately to the open ocean. Despite its relatively small size, and the Strait of Hormuz play enormous role in global trade, energy security, and geopolitical stability. Good morning, guys. My name is Gakwa Fisto. Geographical, the strait is about 33 km, 21 mile wide at its narrowest point, but the actual shipping lane used by the tanker are much tighter, only a few kilometers wide in each direction. This makes navigation both highly regulated and vulnerable to disruption. The narrowness of the waterway means that even small incidents such as grounded ship, naval skirmish, or the placement of sea mine can quickly escalate into major global concern. Because of this, the strait is often described as checkpoint where significant portion of global resources must pass through limited and easy control space. The global importance of the Strait of Hormuz comes primarily from energy transportation. Roughly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this route every day. Major oil producing countries in the Gulf region, including Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates, depend heavily on this passage to export crude oil and liquefied natural gas (LNG) to global market. Any disruption in the strait would immediately impact energy price, causing oil price to surge and triggering economic ripple effect worldwide, including in the country far removed from the Middle East. In addition to its economic importance, the Strait of Hormuz holds immense military and strategical value. Iran has significant control over the north coastline and maintains strong military presence in the region. Its naval strategy focuses on symmetric warfare using fast attack boats, submarine, naval mines, and anti-ship missiles to counter a larger and more technological advanced force. On the other side, the U.S. Navy, along with allied forces from countries like United States, Kingdom, maintain a powerful presence to ensure the freedom of navigation and protect commercial shipping routes. Historical, the Strait Hormuz has been flashpoint during times of conflict. One notable example in tank war in the 1980s, during which both sides targeted oil tanker and commercial vessel in an attempt to disrupt each other's economies. More recently, the tension in the region have led to incidents involving the size of oil tanker, drone tanker, and threat to cross the strait entire. That event highlighted how quickly situation can escalate, how vulnerable a global supply chain are to instability in this region. Despite its importance, there are limited alternatives to the Strait of Hormuz. Some countries have developed pipeline bypass the strait, allowing oil to be transported overland to other ports. For example, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates have invested in such infrastructure. However, those alternatives cannot handle the full volume of oil that normally passes through the strait. As a result, the global economy remains heavily dependent on the continued safe passage of ships through this narrow corridor. The The geopolitical dynamics surrounding the Strait of Hormuz are a complex and often tense dispute between Iran and the United States, where, as well as regional rivalries involving countries like Israel, contribute to an environmental uncertainty. Iran has at various times threatened to close the strait in a response to economic sanctioning or military pressure. While such a move would be difficult to sustain the face of international opposition, even the threat alone is enough to influence global market and raise concern among policymakers and investors. From an economic perspective, the stakes are incredibly high. A complete closure of the Strait of Hormuz, even a short period, could send oil price soaring to extreme level, potentially exceeding US $150 per barrel. This would cascading effect on transportation costs, food price, and overall inflation. Developing countries, including those in Africa, would likely feel the impact most severely due to their reliance on imported fuel and a limited economic buffer. In addition to oil, the strait is also a key route for another goods and commodity, making it an essential artery for international trade. The security of this passage is therefore not just a region concern about a global priority. International naval cooperation, often product patrol and joint exercise in the area to deter trade, ensure the safety of maritime. Thank you guys to listen to me. My name is Gakwa Fisto. God bless you.